Hello everyone, welcome back to the Goodie Life, where life is good and everything is great. And today's video is a little bit different. I'm calling it a bonus video. Really fun, so I wanted to share the last live IG video that we did this Saturday.
So you always, yep, you're on.
That's all. We're just waiting for a few people to join in. Hi, Stephanie. Yeah, she has that. I see you put in your request, so we have it right there. Thank you for doing that. That makes it so much easier. Yes, you want to lower the music just a little bit?
So how are you gonna, what are you gonna,
How are you? How are you? I'm assuming you're there with your family, Stephanie. So how is everybody? Yes, this is Goodie and a tool for...
we're wearing our dashikis.
Yes, we're wearing dashiki today because our cuisine today is from Africa. And we thought, why not dress the part? Because this is what we got. These were some of the outfits we got while we were there. And the friendly and warm welcome we had from everyone while we were in Africa. So we thought it would be great to just do one of their cuisine. And we traveled quite a few different countries in Africa. Africa is a continent. And we were in South Africa, which is one country. But the cuisine today that we're making is more so towards what we ate when we were in Botswana. Hi, Samar. Welcome. We were just talking about our outfit, Samar. We were saying we got these when we were in Africa, our outfit. And the cuisine we're making today is more towards when we were in Botswana. So it's a little bit based off of that. Welcome.
So what did you do in Botswana, Goodie?
So yeah, in Botswana, what did we do? We went on an African... So when we were in Botswana, we actually went on an African safari. And while we were there, it was super fun because we saw a lot of different animals and all those things, right?
Yep, we saw a lot of wildlife. So we were on an African safari for almost 42 days. We started off in South Africa.
Yeah.
And we flew into Cape Town. And then after that, we were in Cape Town for almost a week.
Yes.
It was my birthday week.
Yes. We celebrated your birthday. This was in 2017, by the way.
17.
Summer 2017, June we went there. Perfect. Thank you, Rachna. I saw you put in the requests too. So we have both requests for the game later. Perfect. Welcome. We're just talking about our outfit and our trip while we were in South Africa, while we were traveling through. So one of the things, has anybody gone to Africa? Has anyone traveled there? One of the first things we saw when we came out of the airport was what?
Cape Town airport. It was a big, giant elephant.
We saw this huge elephant when we got there. And we're like, what is it all about? But it was a commercial for their drink, their Amarula drink. We haven't opened it yet. We have had it for all this time, the last few years. We haven't opened it yet. So this is the drink for the day, Amarula. I was asking, has anyone gone to Africa or have you guys tried Amarula? You want to open it?
Yeah, and this is like Bailey's. This is a cream liqueur. And it is from this, oops, I was showing it on the wrong camera, but this is like it is from a marula fruit. I don't know what Bailey's is made out of, but yeah. And the reason we don't have it opened is because I think we had 2 bottles. And
oh, we did?
Yes. So we had,
Did we polish off a bottle?
We had one Amarula and one something else, which was like yeah, these drinks are very famous there.
Hi, Cassandra. Hi, Anuja. Welcome. We're just showing the drink we got from Africa. And I thought we only had 1 bottle, but Atul told me we polished off another bottle earlier.
Yeah. We finished one already, yeah.
So while we were there, these were some of the shot glasses we got. So you want to have your drink in this or you want to put it in these ones? Because
yeah, we can do it in this. And these are pretty cool because this is from Victoria Falls. And Goody, as you guys know, she collects all these shot glasses, and when we went in, they didn't have any there, and the guy was like, "Oh, okay, let me just make some," and he drew it, and I think we went and we came back, and he had these ready, and he's like, "Oh, there you go."
Yeah.
We're like, "Oh, that's pretty cool."
You can just have these things get made right there.
So
The
this
guy
is like
literally made it.
custom.
Yeah. And Rachna, you said you lived in Africa. Wow. How long did you live there for? I hope everybody have a drink because it's the weekend. That's good. How long have you lived there for?
So yeah, it looks like this. It's like a cream liqueur.
Cheers, everyone. Happy weekend. Mmm.
Oh wow, this is pretty good.
That is good. Wow. That is yummylicious.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, Vinay has
6 months.
lived in Africa. Yes.
Oh, wow. That's amazing.
Yeah,
Well,
Vinay lived in Johannesburg. Is that correct, Vinay?
Happy weekend, Samar. Are you having a drink too? So we're going to get right down to it because we're going to be making a few different things. So we do have a fun couple games set up to play. But right after we put the dessert in, then we're going to play the game. So today, what are we making for dessert?
We're making a mango mousse.
Yeah, we're making a mango mousse.
A
You
mango
should turn
mousse
the
is
camera
not
a little bit that way.
the other side.
No, that's good, yeah.
Yeah, try to keep it on the camera. And after this mango mousse, we are gonna make some chakalaka, which is like an African cuisine, but it's like a stew with veggies and beans and tomatoes. And as you can see, I have some veggies cut up. And then we're gonna make some pap, which is a cornmeal. So there you go.
So let's get started with the mango mousse. So I had some mango. You guys remember it was last week, right? Last week we had the Indian cuisine and we got a lot of mangoes. So we still had some left over. So we thought, why not make a mango mousse? So I'm adding mangoes here, guys. I have about 1.5 mangoes cut up. Perfect. Thank you. And I'm just going to blend this for a little bit. Here we go. And then I added 1 packet of unflavored gelatin in some water. And that's what I'm going to add here.
Okay.
Hi. Oh, put the light on.
Oh, you can blend it in again?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Blend that.
Go.
Perfect. And if you'd like to add sugar to the mango, you can if it's not too sweet. But I think our mango was pretty ripe and pretty sweet.
Yeah, yeah, it's okay.
So we're not going to add any more sugar. Okay. And then this is so easy. You get yourself 2 little glasses. And we're just going to top it a little bit. Did one get more than the other?
That one got a little more.
Got a little bit more? Okay, Atul don't want to miss out because he's going to have to make sure he gets the one with the most.
Yep, that's good.
Okay.
Now this one, no, I'm kidding.
Okay, perfect. So, give me 1 second. So you just tap this a little bit. This is the first part of the mango mousse. Now we're going to get to the second part where Atul is going to help me here. So you're going to get some heavy cream. We're going to do 2 cups of heavy cream.
Okay.
So 1.
Yep.
2. Woo-hoo. And he's going to whip that real fast. Go ahead. I am making a mess today.
I didn't realize I was gonna do this, but okay. All right. have to mix that in, or
Yeah.
is it just
No,
gonna
once you
fold it?
thicken it a bit more.
Okay. Because I think if you want to mix it in,
So what we did, like I told you, if you wanted to add sugar, you could, but we're adding condensed milk. It's a little bit more creamier, and we like it. This is about 8 tablespoons.
ooh, that looks good. Are you gonna let me mix it in, or
Yep.
just okay?
So this is the puree that we just made, and I added some to a glass. Then I'm gonna add some in here because this is a mango mousse, and we want to give it that flavor. Okay, stir that in for me.
Good.
Perfect, yep.
Sheesh.
And I'm gonna need your strong hands here probably.
To do what? To hold the
Pour it
thing?
in. Yeah.
It's okay. All right. Let's see.
So this is what it looks like when you blend it up. It has to have a thick consistency.
So why don't we?
What are you doing?
Yeah. No, that's okay. So
Let me try it with the spoon. I should have thought about how I do this when I'm not on camera. I just pour it in and I make a big mess because I'm by myself. So now I don't want it to look like that. I want it to look elegant, right?
you're okay. You got it. You're doing a good job. It's smelling good though. I can smell the mangoes.
Yeah. Can you give me the next glass?
Yeah, I can wipe it off. Don't worry. I have a thing here.
Use my hands. So what's everybody up to for the weekend? What are some fun stuff you guys are doing? People going back out shopping and just heading out, meeting your family. I'm super excited because I haven't seen my parents in the last almost 3 months.
More
Than
maybe like February.
since February was the last time I saw my parents. So finally tomorrow we're gonna go out and meet my parents. We're gonna go see them, visit them. So I'm really excited. Has anybody been going out, starting to meet your family members again? Can you wipe that?
Add some more.
Settle it down. Thank you. And I'm gonna set this aside because I'm gonna make a whole batch. I'm gonna be doing a lot of this later, but I just wanted to show you guys how you set it up. So this is the first part, and then you wanna add some mangoes on top of it. It might fall right in, but that's okay. There you go. And you can add some pistachio also.
Ooh, I'm gonna take a picture of that.
Are you taking pictures now?
I'm gonna take it just now.
Atul is taking his pictures right now, guys. He can't wait.
And then it goes in the fridge.
And this is it. Then you put it in the fridge and your dessert is ready. As quick and as fast and easy as that. Gonna put this in the
Yeah,
fridge?
that looks good. Yep.
Alrighty. Thank you.
Varun is asking for a recipe.
Can you send a recipe? Yes, it's still, I'm still gonna upload this after, so it's there. Basically, it's super easy with the mango how to make it.
Fridge or freezer?
Fridge. You put it in the fridge. Perfect. So now I thought we play this couple game since we have a few couples in here. Hi, Jean. I hope it's Jean. I hope I'm saying it right. Welcome. So we're going to play a fun couple game before Atul starts cooking. Thanks, Samar. So I'm going to call in the two, let's see, here. I added, Rachna, I'm adding you, so you would have to pick it up. And then we're trying this out, adding people live for the. There you are. Hi.
Hi, Giddy. Hi, Bill.
Hi.
How are you?
Good, good.
Hi, Vinay. And we're going to add one more person in. Give me 1 second. I thought we can add 2 people at a time, right?
I'm gonna try.
Hang on, guys. We're trying to add the other couple in also. Okay, anybody here? We were stuck in a little limbo. We wanted to add 2 couples here, but we're only able to add 1. What's going on?
That's not that.
Is that her?
No, ask Stephanie if she can send out another.
Stephanie, can you send out another request so then we could see if we could add you in that way? Because I know you're still there. So can you just send out another request so then we'll add you in? So Vinay, how was your trip in Africa? How was living there?
Yeah, it was pretty good actually. I got an opportunity to work in different countries, so I took it. Johannesburg was one of them.
Wow.
It was pretty good actually. It was amazing. I wish I could continue that opportunity
Yeah.
in that or other countries.
Yes. So did you find Johannesburg safe? When we were there, people were saying it was like one of the most dangerous places to be at. Nothing happened while we were there. We had a really good time. Did you find it to be safe while you were there for 6 months? Or did you see anything different from what the visitors would see?
No, I found it pretty safe because it's
You felt-
not. You grew up in India, right? In India, there's a lot of things, not as much as Africa, but India also has you have to watch out all the time. Plus, there are rules of thumbs you don't do, like areas you don't go and things you don't do.
Mhm.
When I was there, I landed. I didn't have any local currency, so I want to withdraw something from ATM. So I
Mm.
went to hotel reception, and I
Uh-huh.
said, "Can I find an ATM?"
Uh-huh.
The reception guy, instead of telling me where the ATM is, like, "Why do you need money?" So I'm like, that's my business. Why do you, he's asking, being polite. I said, well, I don't have some cash. I would like to keep cash in case I want to buy things and so on.
Yeah.
He's like, well, there are people who watch ATM in the night. So at 10 o'clock, if you go to an ATM, you are going to get robbed. There'll be people sitting waiting for somebody to withdraw money.
Ah.
So that's things you don't do. That's what local
Yeah.
people do help what not to do. So you
Yeah.
could make friends with some local person and then you have to
Even they told us the same thing.
I
Try to
know.
be very careful.
That
Don't
was
go
the
out
first
at
thing
night.
they told us. Don't take your wallet out. So they had some, like the hotel, they warn you as soon as you get there. Don't take out your wallet. Just take out a little bit of cash that you need, and that's it. So Stephanie, she did send a request, but I think Stephanie, we will call you back in. It looks like I can only add 1 people. For some reason, I thought we could have added 2 people at the same time in the live. So what this is like, Rachna, I know I told you a little bit about it. So it's a couples game, and it's all about adjusting to married life. So if you guys can just tell us a little bit about yourself, like for us, let's give an introduction of ourselves. A lot of you who have joined us before, we've been married now. It's going to be almost 4 years.
4 years now, yep.
Yes.
4 years. Yeah.
And we met online, and I lived in Monterey and Atul lived in Fremont, and we dated for like a year and a half to 2, and we were just traveling, meeting each other back and forth, and then we got married eventually. So if you just want to give us a little introduction, tell us a little bit about you guys, who you are, and then we'll start this fun game because it's all about adjusting to married life.
All right.
Go ahead.
So a little bit about us. So I had moved to Bay Area like a couple years before we met, and so this is like 6 years ago. And I was working in SF at the time, but I had a very long commute. I used to live in Dublin, so in order to cut short my commute, like I moved to SF, and being this fresh, new in town, just trying to like make friends and get to know people and date.
Yeah.
So we also met online, and I was like, sure, let's meet up, and we met, and we had a really good long conversation for about yeah we probably talked for like 3 hours or something.
Oh, wow.
And yeah, we hit it off.
And
And
the rest is history.
yeah, and we've been married for almost 2 years now. In August, it'll be our second anniversary.
Oh,
Yeah, so that's a little bit about us.
that's nice. I still remember that is so true. When we met the first time, we just thought we was gonna meet up for coffee and maybe have dinner if everything went okay. But we ended up having coffee, dinner, and we spent like the rest of the evening just hanging out in the downtown because I was showing him everywhere and every places in Monterey. So it did end up being quite a few hours.
Almost 6 hours or so, I would say. Yeah.
Yeah. So you guys are almost somewhat newlywed like us. We're just getting adjusted. So what were some adjustments you guys had to make as a couple? Like, I'll give you one example. Atu, what were some adjustments you had to make?
For me, let me see. Where do I start? No, I'm kidding. But I think
This is
for me,
online, guys. This is going to be public, okay?
yeah. No, I think for me, one of the things I mean, I was a single guy, so I would do things at random times. I would do laundry in the middle of the night, when I'm ready to do my laundry. I would do those kind of things. And, when we got married, I think the first time when I was doing laundry at around midnight, and she's like, "What are you doing in the garage downstairs?" And I'm like, "Just laundry, nothing else." And I don't do that anymore. But yeah, I think those were one of the things. I would do random things, waking up.
He was very weird. I'll tell you that's for sure, because we got married and I guess it's not weird. And I was sleeping one night and then I wake up and I'm like, where is Atul? I come out and he's not in the living room. So I was like, where's this guy? I walk down in the garage midnight, he's doing laundry. So that was an adjustment for us. I've never seen somebody did laundry at midnight. I know for me, I'm in bed and I'm knocked out by 9 o'clock. So what was something you guys had to adjust to or you found different about each other?
Okay,
No, it's your turn.
Oh no, they're not gonna tell.
So I had to. Yeah. I had to learn how to survive with 1/3 of closet space.
Man, you're lucky you have 1/3 closet space. Okay.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so she took over your closet, huh? What about you, Rachna? What was an adjustment?
But yeah, that's a true one with it.
So before he moved in with me, like before we moved in together, like I told him like some of his clothes cannot make it. He's only getting a little bit of closet space, and so we went through a whole triage of all his clothes. I think we ended up discarding 2/3 of the clothing or something like that.
Imagine that.
Oh,
wow. Oh my goodness.
That's why you see me in the same shirt for the last 2 years.
Wow. Okay. So you guys had more of a clothing thing. I think we had that for a little bit too, but
I knew that it was evident that once I get married, I'm going to have to give up my closet space. So I think that was...
yeah, but it didn't hurt you to give up your closet space.
No, it didn't.
Anyways, did you prepare any question? I know I asked all the people who were coming in.
How about you? What was one adjustment that you had to make?
One adjustment I had to make? So it wasn't an adjustment. I guess this was more like an incident. So I don't know. Have you guys heard of those couple with the toothpaste? where some people use the toothpaste from the bottom and some people use the toothpaste from the middle. Which one are you guys?
We both use from the bottom, I think.
Oh,
Oh,
wow,
good
okay.
for you guys. Which one am I, Atul?
I think you're all the way
So
everywhere.
I'm
not
like right in the
end.
middle, and it bothers him so much because he has to roll it back up from the bottom. So I just squeeze right there. So that was something I think he was making more adjustment. That's what I think. So, Rachna, did you have any questions, or you want me to ask one last question?
You go ahead. I didn't prepare any questions.
Okay, that's fine. All the people who are joining in. So, what's something you love that Vinay prepares as a meal? What's one of your favorite meal from him? Does he cook, first of all?
Sometimes.
Tell on him. This is the time. We're putting it public.
So I do most of the cooking, but he cooks sometimes. He makes a really good chole, chana masala, if you've tried. So yeah, he just recently got really good at it. I think the quarantine is helping.
Uh-huh.
And the fact that I'm sick of cooking sometimes, so I'm like, okay, I'm not going to make anything. It's your responsibility. Cook something. So he makes really mean chole.
Oh,
That's
Next time,
nice.
yeah.
so she's telling you what to make once you get off this call, Vinay. She's just saying she wants chole, okay? That's the heads up.
And now that we know, we gotta try it sometime too.
I know. I might just quit this cooking and come over there instead. So, Vinay, what about you? What's one of your favorite thing from Rachna that she makes?
So, well, there are lots, because what she does is she knows things I like and she customizes to my taste. So now I'm so spoiled. I don't want to eat my own food.
Oh,
So
he doesn't want to cook. I think he doesn't want to cook. You just like everything or anything she makes, right, Vinay?
not everything. There are things she makes that I don't like.
I'm the same way.
Yeah.
I was gonna say the same thing. Go ahead, Vinay. You were gonna say something.
Now finish your thought. I'll think of a favorite one.
No. I was gonna say the same thing actually when I thought of this question. What I like everything that Atul makes, but that's probably because I don't cook as much. But it's all seasonal because whenever we go somewhere, like right now, I have been eating a lot of that Swedish pancake because he's been making it a lot. So that's what I've been enjoying. One of your favorite things. What about me? What's one of my favorite thing that you like?
I think, and the list is not too long, but I think.
I can't believe this. I really can't.
Hey, this is my chance. We are on camera, right? But I think you make fish biryani, which is a really good one that you make, and that's my favorite. She makes a nice biryani. I've never eaten fish biryani before. I've eaten chicken biryani and goat biryani, but fish biryani is a really nice one that you make.
Yeah,
so
you do like that one. So I do make some stuff, not like I don't make anything.
The last time we had it was
a long time from now was the last time we had it. So did you think of anything, Vinay, or still everything?
So well, there's a lot of things, but I'll choose one of them. There are a lot of these items, but we went to Desi grocery store and we bought like a bag full of desserts. And even the cashier guy was like, "Wow, you guys are making interesting purchases. I want to take this home and cook this now." Because he had a bag with like gulab jamun and faluda. So she ended up making faluda.
Wow.
Ice cream. This is a Punjabi dessert with ice cream, and so it was really good. And she does with like we found a butterscotch faluda now, so with essentially more taste you add, and then it ended up being like this amazing dish.
Wow. Yeah. Wow.
But now we have a stack of faludas in our pantry.
I know, and I know Rachna makes some stuff because hi Savi, she sends some pictures sometimes, so I know she cooks up a storm over there.
Wow, that's nice.
Yeah. But thank you guys for joining in. We're just asking all couples a couple of questions because we have a lot of couples here. Stay tuned because we're still making the food. We're just playing a little short game where we're getting to find out and know some of our people who are still on Instagram with us. Okay? Thanks you guys.
For joining. We'll see you.
Yeah.
If you end it, Rachna, then it will.
Yeah.
Perfect. And now we'll call in Stephanie.
Oh, it works like that. So were you not able to do that
I
before?
wasn't able to select both. Yeah.
Oh, I see.
So Stephanie, we're calling you in.
Hey guys.
Hi.
Oh, right here. Hi guys. How are you?
Good.
How are
It's
you?
so good to see you.
Good
Same
to see you
here.
guys.
I know. We met on Instagram, so we're
Oh,
seeing
yeah,
each other for
that's
the first
nice.
time. Yes, yes.
Well, thank you for
Yeah.
joining.
Yes, thank you guys so much for joining. Did you guys hear our intro earlier where we talked a little bit about us?
Yeah.
So you guys want to tell us a little bit, because we have a few other people here, just give us a quick intro.
Sure.
Yeah.
We actually met at work. So we both worked for GE, and he managed the India operations and I managed the US operations. And so I'd have to go back and forth, and he'd have to go back and forth sometimes, and kind of the rest is history. And if you worked with someone, you can marry them.
Or not.
So now you have a new boss, right? He has a new boss, yeah.
Yep.
And what's your husband's name?
Raj.
Raj.
It's
Okay.
actually Rajat, but it's easier for Americans to say Raj, so I've gotten used to Raj.
That's fine. We'll call you Raj then instead. No problem. So welcome. Thank you guys for joining us. Do you guys have kids or anything? I know you have kids, but if you want to mention them or?
Yeah, sure. No, we were giggling earlier because Jordan is a big fan of yours, and he knew we were talking to you tonight, and so we can hear his feet even though he's supposed to be in bed. Two boys. Our oldest is almost 12 this month, and he has a genetic condition called Fragile X syndrome. So on our page, we travel around the world with him to raise awareness for that condition, because it's a rare condition, and many families see health professionals more than 10 times before they get a diagnosis. So for us, awareness is key. And then we have a younger boy who's 2 years younger, 9, who is not impacted, and they are a very good combination for us. I think we're the dinosaurs of the group because we've been married 16 years.
Wow, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
That's wonderful.
That's amazing. You have to join us back for when we do have you guys heard of the game? It's like a newlywed, so you have somebody who's been married for a while.
Oh no.
Like mid-married, and then somebody who's just newly recently married. We're gonna do that next.
We're in the veterans category then.
That's good. Hey, that's where we're counting to go. 16 years.
Yeah,
That's
I
good.
know. That's
Yes.
wonderful.
Yeah. And if Jordan, I know he probably watches later, so let me say a shout out. Hi, Jordan.
I told him in the morning. It'll be like 5 o'clock in the morning, New York, and he'll.
Yeah. So you guys heard our question. 16 years, so now you have to dig back into the memories, right?
Really dig back. So I was saying for the toothpaste, I'm like, well, I put toothpaste on everyone's toothbrush, so we don't even.
Even on Raj?
Okay,
Well, I wasn't, and then he said, how come everyone else gets their toothpaste put on their toothbrush, but not me?
Yeah, that's true.
He made it easy.
Right.
Did you see that? So there is no other adjustment for that.
I only care about the food in the house. As long as I get the food to eat, she's free to do whatever else she wants to do.
Yeah.
So who cooks? You do the cooking most?
I don't do any cooking.
You don't do
I
any
just do the eating.
You just all the
That's
eating.
nice. That's nice.
This guy wished for that, okay? Oh my goodness, that's so funny. So what about you, Raj? What was an adjustment you had to do in the beginning? Do you remember? And hi, Leo. Thank you for joining us from Argentina. Welcome.
Wow.
Wow.
So I moved to a new country. So I was in India, and with marriage, I moved to US. So adjusting to Steph and adjusting to US is almost simultaneous. So it's hard to kind of say whether it was moving to a new country or living with a new person was the adjustment part of it.
But you did say you came from a third world to first world, and you had to do all the work.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't think I ever went to a dentist in India, and going to a dentist for the first time was something different. I always used to lick the stamps in India, and over here we had the stamps which come with the sticker, right? So everything was different. So it's hard for me in my brain to kind of say this was Steph related versus US related. So lot of adjustment, but I think again I pick my battles.
And this is why this guy is married for 16 years.
Yeah, no,
Okay? He is not saying a word against his
I'm
wife.
learning from him. I'm learning from
And
him.
as
not
far as
saying
closet
anything towards
space, he moved to a new country with like a little bag. Like when I went to get him at the airport, I was like, "You're moving here. Like, where's your stuff?" Because he came here to get married. Actually, like we didn't live on the same continent before that,
Wow.
and so he came with like 3 shirts and 2 pants and.
And I bet you now he has a bigger bag, though. You made sure of it, right?
Yeah, so compared to the earlier guy who was saying that he's wearing the same shirt for 3 years, I've been wearing this 3 days. I've been wearing the same shirt for 3 years.
Wow.
Every couple is so different, and that's why we thought this would be really interesting for us to hear about how everybody's, like, what are some similarities and differences. And Steph, I know you have some questions because I asked 2, so I don't want to ask the other ones.
Yeah.
You shoot us with a question.
Yeah. So one of them I wanted to know, I think, was like, who does all the planning? You guys do a lot of traveling. Who does all the planning, and who's the one that just goes along for the ride? Because I'm the planner, and he just goes along for the ride. So
Yeah.
every couple
Steph
has
is doing
one.
all the work over there. So I want to hear Atul answer because I know the answer to this, but I want to hear who's the planner?
So planning, I think it's teamwork. I think at least with the location, when we pick it, then I think it's part of both of us figuring out how we want to do it. I think still it's mostly me. I have to go in, and she has to be on my case to do these things, though. Like even when we were in Scandinavia or even Africa, I was looking for it. I mean, she started doing it before, and then she spoke to a few travel agents, this, that, and she really likes to do it much in advance. I'm like someone, if you're going to do it at the end of this week, then I'll start doing things. But
so that's the difference.
Yeah.
So it's not that he plans it, it's I already did it 4 or 5 months in advance. And he's like, oh, babe, should I send those emails out now and make those phone calls the last week? I'm like, sure, you go ahead and make the last confirmation, but it's done already. So that's what's like, let me show you something. I don't know if you guys collect stuff, but these are all the places we have traveled to.
Wow.
We know some of the glasses, and Atul actually handmade this. So I like to collect shot glasses. We have gone, I think, almost 30-something countries now. And I know you guys are traveler too, right?
Yeah, we're almost 30.
Wow.
30 countries too? Nice. So who planned
Yeah,
for
we're
you?
29, but like a bunch of them we've done so many times is the other problem. So I think I told you India was 10 times because some of the vacation time we have to use, for family, understandably. And then we tend to connect through the same places. So we've been to London a bunch of times and Spain a bunch of times. And with work and travel, it just kind of works out that way too. But yeah, we also like to collect those shot glasses.
Oh, yeah. It's just small, right? It's just easy to just...
Very easy.
Yeah.
Yes. So who does the planning? You have to tell us now. Is it Raj?
I do. And it's like a year in advance. And it's like, especially with Jordan, because of his condition, we at least have to have a plan. We don't have to follow it, but I can't do anything on the fly with him. I don't have that capacity. So it's like planned down to the hour. We know where we're going to eat. I often know what we might order from there. But I enjoy it. I mean, obviously, I wouldn't do it if I didn't enjoy it as well. Some people don't like that aspect of travel. But I do. So I love all of it. I love the documenting. I like the pictures, the booking, the planning. But then you hope it's a lot of pressure. Then you hope people liked what you decided.
It is. It takes a lot of work, but it's really, I think, part for me, and one of the most interesting thing is before I got married, I did a lot of traveling on my own, and I think that was a little bit different for you and I, because I traveled a lot when I was by myself, so it's easy for me to plan. So I think I do a little bit more of the planning, I think. But he still thinks he does the planning, so I'm going to let him have that for himself. Did you have another question?
How about the next vacation you plan it?
Sure. By the way, I have to motivate the vacation trips. Do you have to do that? If it's up to Atul, Atul will be like, can we just chill at home and watch TV? That's
absolutely.
great.
He would be totally happy with that too. Like, we would never go a single place. He enjoys the trip, but he's not going to do anything to make it happen.
If it's there, let's go, right? That's how it is. So I don't want poor Raj to feel completely left out, Raj. You have to tell us what's something you do I know you contribute, right?
Yeah.
No, I just roll along with the plan.
He approves the budget.
Yeah.
That's the best one. That's the best part. That's the best part, right? All the money possible if the budget is approved.
Yep.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so
Thank
much for joining us.
Thank
We got
you.
to know a little bit more about you
Yeah, it
guys
was fun
too.
talking to you guys.
We're gonna start the cooking. You guys saw the dessert already, right?
Yeah.
So we're gonna move right over to the meal now. Okay?
Okay.
Thank you.
Just a quick question. Can they see us or hear us? We don't want to interrupt what's going on. So when you cut us off, we're good?
Yeah.
Yes, you'll be completely off. And then I think you should still be on. I think you should
Yeah.
On the
Yeah.
live, yeah.
All right, bye guys.
Bye, guys.
Thank you.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Alrighty, guys. So there you had it. We were doing some couple games, and now we're gonna move right over to the food because that's what you're here for, right? You want to see the recipe. So Atul, what do you have going for us?
So I'm gonna make chakalaka, which is an African, like a stew, with beans and tomatoes and all kind of veggies. It's veggie, and then you eat that with a maize, like
Pap.
a porridge,
Yeah,
but it's called as pap.
Mm-hmm.
So I have the pans on. I have water boiling here for the pap, and I have some oil in there as well.
And I'll soak this for you.
Yeah, but what we're gonna do initially is you're gonna soak, and this is cornmeal.
This is cornmeal, basically. This is what you make pap. Pap is a very famous meal. They have it for breakfast. They have it for dinner. In Africa, you find it. It's very common there.
Yeah, and then after that, we're also gonna do some.
So that's one
Dry.
cup. The camera is not here. That's 1 cup, and then I'm gonna soak a second cup.
And this is just corn. It's white corn.
Yep. So there, that's 2 cups getting soaked. That's good for you.
Mix it with the spoon. Yeah.
The camera, babe, it's not here. Yeah.
Yep, that's good.
Let me show you guys. So that's the cornmeal.
And we're gonna cook it later on.
We're gonna cook it later on. Yes.
So, all right. So I'm gonna start off with. Okay, let me show you my ingredients and stuff. So I have onions. I have a little bit of garlic. I have some carrots. I have bell peppers. Then I have a chakalaka seasoning. I have some tomato paste, and I have baked beans here as well. So I'm gonna start off. I'm gonna fry some onions. And yeah, as I was saying earlier, during our African safaris, when we ate this, and we really liked it, and
Yeah.
it was fun. It's very mix of everything, I can say, you know.
Has anyone tried this before? Has anyone tried the chakalaka before? And this season, I bet you can get it here. We bought it when we were in Africa, but this is the main seasoning for it. Hey, growing up with Grayson, welcome. Please tell us your name. Please comment your name, guys, if it's not, so I can know who is who in the comment section.
We're gonna let the onions fry a bit.
So do you need the onions to be caramelized or just fried a bit?
Just fried and cooked a bit more.
Okay. So it's like translucent.
Translucent, yeah.
Yeah.
So if we could put the lid on it also.
So you cover your onion and you let it fry for a bit.
And meanwhile, we can go on the pap.
Mm-hmm.
So I have water heating up here,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna it's just plain water. Pap doesn't have any seasoning. It's just, it's supposed to be just like that. And
So all the flavor is gonna come from the chakalaka. The pap is just a plain. Ouch. Oops. Be careful.
yeah, it's hot water. Oops. And we're making pap for the first time too.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Bring this over here.
I gotta just.
I'm gonna keep stirring that until it thickens. So again, there's nothing in here, no salt, no nothing. We just have water and the cornmeal because all the flavor is gonna come from this and the chakalaka. let that boil for a bit so it thickens. You check on your onion. I'll stir this.
And the meat that they have with this is it can be lamb, it can be any kind of sausages. So usually they do a barbecue because and it's called as braai, Braai. And what we have today is we just have some chicken sausages that we'll eat. We'll make after this.
Yeah.
And that'll be the protein.
So braai, you can basically have lamb chops if you what is it called?
Lamb chops.
The lamb chops, yeah. Those are best. We actually went to a few stores this week and we couldn't find it anywhere. The store doesn't have it. So we're going to go with the next thing that they normally use. And this is starting to thicken. I'm going to let it thicken.
Gentle.
Okay. I was asking, has anyone tried this before? Has anyone tried this meal before? By the way, I want to thank all of you who join us. It's really nice for your support and just coming in the live videos with us. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Talking to
Stephanie and Raj
and Vinay and Rachna.
So this is starting to bubble. You want to bring the camera? Let me show them really quick because this is about to get done. It's bubbling. You see that?
You got to still stir it.
And I'm going to lower the stove a bit.
And you can cover the lid and you can keep it aside. It takes 10 to 15 minutes to cook up.
We don't want that to splatter on us, so we're going to cover the lid. And that's going to cook out.
And meanwhile, to my tomatoes, I'm going to add the bell peppers. And the garlic as well.
This is a really good healthy meal. It has everything in it. Like all your veggies are there already. You know, it's like one pot. Everything just gets right in.
So that's what it was. I think back in the day, if I remember correctly, what the butler was telling us was that this used to be the meal for all the tribals and everyone, or even the migrants who were working in big factories in Johannesburg.
This is one of their main meals, their traditional meals. Oh, Stephanie saying she had Ethiopian food.
Oh yeah, that's nice. Yeah, we have an Ethiopian restaurant here close by to where we live. We never had a chance to go to it, but I've heard a lot of good things about it.
Did anybody else try to recreate this stuff when you travel and you eat it? Do you come back and recreate it? Or are we the only person that does this? By the way, next week we're not going to do dinner. We're actually going to do breakfast. So we're actually going to be traveling. We're going to go see my parents first time tomorrow. So finally we're getting out of here to go meet my parents. And then next week we're going to go to Mount Shasta. So our live video is going to be a breakfast video. And we're going to be making the Swedish pancakes from there. And it will be on Sunday. Alrighty, and this is cooking up.
Yep. Finish it in. It's probably close.
Yeah, you guys always try to recreate too.
Yeah. So I'll let it sit.
Yeah. And this is really fast. This actually, as you guys saw, this is done. This is done. This, we're going to add a few more ingredients in it. And that's it. And then we're going to do our meat.
So I'm going to move it aside.
And what is this called too?
This is a cast iron skillet.
This is a cast iron skillet. You have your meat?
I'll get it. It's in the fridge. So now that these guys are done, almost done, I'm gonna add the carrots to it as well. You do want to make sure that the bell peppers are really cooked. Well,
yeah. Let it take its time.
Because they have a little unique taste.
By the way, while he's frying up that, I didn't show the table placement
Go
today.
ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
While he's frying that, let me show you guys the table placement. So this week we didn't do much. I just kept the theme basic and some of the stuff we brought back from Africa. So I'll show you guys that. So this is our table placement today. I'm using a silver one. Sale again from the Dollar Tree as always. I love that store, guys. And then this is a springbok. We got this when we were in the national park, right? Kruger National Park. They do it for some kind of benefits. And this also we got when we were in, did we get the giraffe when we were in Zimbabwe?
Victoria Falls. Yes.
Victoria Falls. So these are some of the items we brought back from Africa. And one cool thing what we found out while we were there, I don't know if you guys heard of bartering. So when we were in Zimbabwe, people barter a lot. So for example, like our shirt, they will tell Atul, if you give me your shirt, I will give you a piece of our artwork. So whatever they handcraft or whatever they made, they will barter for your sunglasses, for your shirts. That's what we experienced while we were in
What did you barter your sunglasses for?
I gave my sunglasses for one of the artwork that they sculpted out. I can't remember what it was.
Oh yeah, was it spoons or something? Huh?
Yeah. So we did end up getting a lot of stuff. Zimbabwe is not a very well-off country, so it's best to buy and pay for things. But I think what they also really needed there was some like clothes and stuff like that.
Yeah, so I'm gonna put the carrots in now. These are just grated carrots. I'm gonna put those in as well.
I'm gonna take the plate for you.
Yep. Thank you.
The inside.
So I think we were saying earlier, but we didn't get a chance. But we were for 40 days. We were in Africa. We were in.
Yeah, it was a long time.
Yes, we were in Johannesburg. We started off in Cape Town. Then we took a flight to Victoria Falls, and from there we did a 11-day African safari. So we literally, it was us and 14, 15 other people, and we literally had a backpack and a tent, and we used to carry our tents. You know, they had a big bus, and we had a butler and a guide and a driver. And so yeah, it was a group of 14 odd people, and pretty much every day we would stop at a campsite. We would pitch our own tents, and we'd spend the night there, and then the next day we would go move on. So we did around close to 4,000 kilometers journey. So we did all of Botswana, we did parts of we did Zimbabwe, South Africa.
We saw Namibia, all across. Yeah.
So yeah, we did the entire Okwango Delta and all of that.
It's a really pretty place to see. And to travel, if you can, it's best to do like the safaris, right? We would recommend doing a safari because then that way you really get to see the place, the people, the culture.
So I'm gonna add some salt here. Then maybe some.
What else would you like?
Some chili powder.
Chili powder. Okay. So Atul's gonna add some chili powder too.
And then because this is not, this is just a seasoning. Because the beans are sweet also. Okay. And then I have this Chakalaka seasoning that we got from Africa. It's just a mix of ground spices, so I'm gonna add that a little bit.
That's gonna give it all the taste, all the flavor, everything.
Yep, I think that should be good. Guys, heat it up.
Yeah, I'll turn this off and perfect.
And then I'm gonna put some tomato paste in this. Just a half of this can. You can put fresh tomatoes as well. The recipe that I was looking for, they had this tomato paste in it, so I didn't question. So we put the tomato paste. just a mix of all colors.
Wow, that's looking really good and smelling good.
Yeah.
I can move that for you.
Yeah.
That's a lot to me.
No, you don't need that much. And I'll fry it a bit more so that the tomato flavor is gone.
Yeah. And the guy that was with us, the cook every single time because we don't eat beef, so he had to always find like a substitute while we were traveling every time. But the good thing about Africa was they had all things substitute into chicken. Like even they had this one thing that I really liked. It was called polony.
Mm-hmm.
Right? We really enjoy that.
So it's like ham.
Mm-hmm.
And we ate a lot of polony sandwiches.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah.
We did.
It was so good.
Should we add the beans in?
Sure. Yeah. So
Alrighty.
drop the beans in.
And then you're gonna add 1 can of baked beans. Right in there.
Maybe half. Yeah, that's good.
Let's see if we'll need the whole can. I think we can use the whole can.
Let me mix it.
Yeah, mix it. I hope you guys can see this. It's looking really good, guys. The color, the green, the red, all of it is coming out. The baked beans also. And it's smelling good too.
Sure, I can add the rest of them as well.
Yeah, I think we can add the whole can. We'll just, since it's just 2 of us, we're always eating the food.
Yeah, I want to take some for my in-laws as well, since they watch us cooking.
Oh, yeah.
And since we're going to go visit them tomorrow. So, yep, that's it. And let's do a little taste test. Tastes good.
That looks really good. Wow.
Cool. So I'm going to turn it off and I'm going to just keep the lid on it and let it cook for a bit. Yeah. Okay.
Perfect.
So that's that. Let me get my... And this is already hot.
And what are you going to be putting in here?
So these are just chicken sausages. I don't need anything else with them.
Yep. So we're using chicken sausages. Like I mentioned, if you could use lamb, that's great. But this is another thing that they use there is chicken sausages. They use sausages, any kind. We're using chicken ones.
Yeah, and this is, these are pre-cooked, so I wouldn't even need to spend a lot of time cooking them up.
While he's eating that, let me see if this is not flatting. I wanted to show you guys how it looks.
Move the camera like that.
Yeah.
Yep. Then this guy is...
Yep, that's getting ready. That's thickened. Okay, so put your meat on.
My meat on.
Your meat. Can you guys hear the sear? Searing over here.
Well, I'm not really...
Ooh. Yeah, that's gonna happen.
And as I said, these are pre-cooked, so I don't necessarily need to cook them for a longer time. Because still very well done. So you should probably...
Yeah, while you do that.
I'll give you the camera.
No, you can keep it on that while I plate it up.
Okay. I'm going to move the camera this way. Should not.
And this is almost done. So technically this is also like a 30 minutes meal. Really quick and fast to cook. Yeah, I will. I'm going to plate up once you get that a little bit, and I'll take it over there.
Oh, okay.
Oh my goodness, I don't know what happened, guys. We got cut off. So we got cut off just now. I have no idea what happened.
Does it like have an hour limit or something?
No, it doesn't have a limit, so I don't know why it cut off.
It's like 7, so I'm thinking it probably does a hour limit or something. I do not know. Can I turn this on? So yeah, the chakalaka is done as well. So that's the chakalaka bean sauce. And I have the braai. The sausage is cooking. I'm gonna give it a nice little sear. How's everyone else's weekend? Has everyone had a good time?
I can't believe the live video just cut off. Do anybody know how that worked? Does it cut off like after a certain time? Because we had it on and it just went off and then we had to kind of start it back again. But here we go, guys. These are looking really good now. They're almost done. Wow, that's looking really good.
Yeah.
So let me go add this onto the plate while we're doing that.
Okay. Hi Stephanie, sorry we got cut off.
We pour chakalaka on it, right?
Yep.
So bring the camera here. So this is almost getting done. Smelling really good in here. And then I'll show you guys how we plate it up. Let's see. So all I did was I add some of the pop. First thing on the plate, we added some pop. And then you just pour some of the chakalaka right on top of it. And then actually you want to add the Thank you guys for joining back in. I have no idea, like I said, what happened there with the live video. You gonna bring it over here?
Yeah.
Still need a little bit of time, huh?
No, this is
Done? Alrighty, just put it right over on that side. That's perfect. Yep. And that's it. Ta-da! That's our meal and one of the things we tried while we were in Africa, specifically while we were in Botswana. So this is that. I hope you guys liked it and I hope you guys try it. Let me know what you think. And this is the mango mousse that we made earlier. Thank you guys so much for joining us, and thank you so much Stephanie and Raj and Vinay and Rachna for joining us in the game, the couples game earlier. We had so much fun, so we're going to be uploading the second part too. But again, so this is what it looked like. I hope you guys liked it. Thank you so much for joining us, and this is the dessert. Thank you, Stephanie. And we'll see you guys next Sunday. We're going to do breakfast instead of dinner. So have a good night, everybody. Atu, come say bye to everyone.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys. Thank you so much for joining. Bye.